back down. You can see the Montreal Canadiens, they are fun, they are enthusiastic, they are energetic, they are positive. That's what's happening every single day at the practice. It's fun to watching them every day, to have a good time all together. That's how they are. First of all, welcome back to another Habs Daily News with your hockey coach guru, Coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 181. What do you have a new coach today? Another busy one, guys. I want to give you my best top 5 best value players contract opportunities, the need for the Montreal Canadiens. Pitlick is back. Finally, preview game between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Montreal Canadiens. Let's dive in talking about the first subject of the day. The first one, guys, is my top 5 best value player contract for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's start with the goaltender, Samuel Montembeault. Listen, guys, he signed a new contract during the summer, 2 years at $1 million AAV. Goal save average expected is plus 5.5 at this moment. Is number 8 in NHL right now, and his save percentage at .938. You cannot complaining about Montembeault this year. He delivery every time is between the pipe for the Montreal Canadiens, and the value of Montembeault right now is excellent for the Montreal Canadiens. The number 2, guys, is Jonathan Kovacevic. Signed a 3-year contract with Winnipeg during the summer. Then he got on the waiver and Montreal claimed him. He have a contract at $776,000, guy, AAV per year. His shot share 54.9, expected goal share 55.4, scoring chance share 52.2. The high danger scoring share is 48.9, goal share 61.1. He dominates on many categories for the Montreal Canadiens players. What a year he has right now beside his teammate Jordan Harris. We have to give credit for Kovacevic, what he brings on the table with the Montreal Canadiens. My number 3 is Kirby Dach. Signed contract 4 years on summer with the Montreal Canadiens at $3.36 million AAV. He has right now, guys, a .88 point per game. Since the beginning of the season, he has 14 points in 16 games. We have to realize what Doc bring on the Montreal Canadiens since he played with Suzuki and Caulfield. And my number 4, we have to go with Cole Caulfield. He's still carrying his last year of his contract, ELC, at $1.3 million AAV. He have already 7 goals at 5 versus 5. He's number 2nd in NHL ranking. Is number 11 ranking and number of point, guys, at 5 versus 5. What a year for Caulfield. It's not done yet. We expect more. But we have to give, again, another players performing night after night, game after game. Finally, guys, my number 5, I was really hesitate between 2 players. First, it was Kaden Cooley. Really is maybe the best defenseman rookie for the Montreal Canadiens. And finally, I have to go with the captain. My number 5, Nick Suzuki. Signed an 8-year contract at $7.85 million AAV during the summer. And he has already 12 points, guys, at 5 versus 5. He is 2nd in NHL. And he have already 10 goals with the Montreal Canadiens. They are my best value player contract right now for the Montreal Canadiens. Like, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about my top 5. I would like to hear from you. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. My next subject, guys, is about what Montreal maybe need or what they should looking in the next couple of months and year to come to finalize the puzzle, what they have in front of them. After 16 games, we can realize what is missing to make that team for the next level. They need a quarterback. Beside Kaden Cooley, I really believe Cooley is going to be top pairing Montreal Canadiens as a left defenseman at some point. Then they need a right defenseman. When I'm talking about right defenseman, we need someone with speed, one with a puck mover, great on the transition, and carry on the power play unit number 1. We have many of them in NHL. I'm talking about Victor Edmond. I know he's a left defenseman. But we have Chris Letang, Eric Carlson, John Carlson. I can go all the way like this, guy. I just want to show to you what the Montreal need and they don't have right now. We better see what Ken Hughes, Jeff Gordon is going to do in the next couple of months to figure out who they can get, whatever by trade or as a UFA next summer. My number two, guys, what they need, it need a center number two behind Suzuki. Now, we're going to say, oh yeah, we have Kirby Doc. Possibly Doc stay as a winger, maybe a long term. But my point to you guys is possibly Montreal going looking for another center. We're going to tell me, oh, they have Owen Beck. Guys, Owen Beck maybe not next 3-4 years to become that number two right now. We have to figure out some other avenues to support the punch 1 and 2 for the Montreal Canadiens. And I really believe, guys, Monahan is not the solution for the Montreal Canadiens. I think they're going to trade him at the trade deadline. And Monahan, it could be a good asset for the Montreal Canadiens if you want to send Montreal around $4 million, possibly as a third center. I think that will stabilize that line. We see now between him and Dvorak, they will have to make a choice. They maybe leave Monahan go and then keep Dvorak for the next another year. This is really important for Montreal to find a center number two behind Nixky. Then number three, guys, is the goaltender number one and the first serve for the Montreal Canadiens. Look, I have nothing against Jake Allen. I have nothing against Samuel Montembeault, but right now, both of them, I don't see them as a carrier on the team. Montreal Canadiens as a number one and the first serve of a slate. We have to figure out a goaltender by draft, by trade, or by signature, because that would be a big piece of the puzzle when the Montreal Canadiens going to go to the next level. I just want sharing with you what the Montreal Canadiens need in the first serve at three different position where they have some hole right now, but it's a little bit thinking about long term. Please leave me a comment. Let me what you think about my suggestion, and then let's move on for the next subject of the day. My next subject, guys, is about the Habs news. First of all, I want to share it with you. They have right now big opportunities for different players because of injuries. We heard, of course, you know already, Armia is going to be out a minimum 1 week and Drouin 4 to 6 weeks. So what happening is Montreal Canadiens call up Rem Pitlick. So they are right now 14 forward, 7 defensemen. Mike Madison is coming. But I don't want to talk about Mike Madison right now. Honestly, I really believe Pessoa is going to be out of the lineup against the Blue Jackets, and possibly Pitlick is going to play with the team. Now, one thing I want to share with you about a rule in NHL. Pitlick, he can return in Laval without to go on the waiver if he does not play over 10 games. And I think that's a really good call for the Montreal Canadiens. They can wait until 10 game, guys, about at minimum 3 or 4 weeks until Jonathan Drouin is coming back. Very important you understand, Pitlick don't have to go on the waiver if he does not play over 10 games in the next couple of weeks. Then I want to talk opportunities. That give right now a chance for DADONOV to secure his job as the third line with Josh Anderson and Sean Monahan. We know he scored his first goal as a member of Montreal Canadiens last game. But again, this gave him an opportunity right now to play on the power play as a bomber. We saw him the last game, and I think this is a great chance for him side Monahan and Anderson couple of games. Then another player is going to take advantage of this injuries that Montreal has is SLAFKOVSKY opportunity. What are you talking about? But that'll give a chance to play more on the power play. We saw him last game play unit number 1, play unit number 2. I understand many of you say, oh, you should play on the third line. He will go there at some point. But he have a really good game after his 2-game suspension when he played against the Devils. He had 4 shots on the net. We see him continues to be engaged. And that's what we're looking for. But again, that opportunity to have 2 players to be injured, give him a chance to stay first of all with the Montreal Canadiens. He keep continues to play on the 4 line. Of course, play on the power play. So I just want to share it with you guys. This situation with the Montreal Canadiens, and most of the time it was to mention to you about Pitlick, the rules like the fact he don't have to go on the waiver if he does not play over 10 games with the Montreal Canadiens. Let's move on now, guys, for my last subject of the day. My last subject, guys, is the preview game between the Montreal Canadiens and Columbus Blue Jackets. You know already when I make those videos, it's early the morning, and I cannot know exactly what is the last update, the line, everything for the Montreal Canadiens, because they only announce this around 11:30, 12 o'clock p.m. And unfortunately, my video is out before that. But I will give you a little bit information what I know. First of all, Montreal Canadiens should bounce back against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Why? But first of all, we know Montembeault is going to be between the pipe I expect Red Pit Lake to be on the 4 line with SLAFKOVSKY and Jake Evans. At least someone it could be sick. Then I want to give you one more information about the game tonight. First, all the number, analytic, categories, power play, special team, goals for, goal again, face off, everything. It's most of them avantage the Montreal Canadiens. Again, the Blue Jacket. Blue Jacket right now, the record is 5-9-1. They are at the bottom of the Metropolitan Division, and they are at the bottom of the Eastern Conference, and they are at the bottom in the NHL right now. Montreal Canadiens are 8-7-1, and they are 3-3-1 on the road. And I think that's give them a chance right now to come back and bounce back after the last, again, the New Jersey Devils. Montreal is 3-1-0 in the last 4 games. I expect, guys, tonight, my prediction, Montreal Canadiens win 5-3. You're going to see another great night for Suzuki and Caulfield and Doc. I will not be surprised. Can other lines step up? The DUARTE line, the Monahan line. Jake Evans, guys, have nothing yet. Hopefully, he can contribute on the productivity on offensive for the Montreal Canadiens. Would be interesting. Now, I want to open up something here. Yesterday, during the practice, Jake Evans left the practice earlier. Is it something we have to be a little bit worried today? I'm not sure. We're going to follow up, you guys. You have an opportunity. Of course, we do the play-by-play, guys, the game tonight. So I invite you to join the Hockey National show. Every single game we do the play-by-play, and we do a post-game after the game, and we talk about the game for the Montreal Canadiens. That's complete, guys. My Habs Daily News video of the day. Wow, a lot of subject for you guys for the episode 181. Hopefully you enjoy it. But before we leave, please click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey National show, sharing this video. We need help. We need to reach the 6,000 before the end of the month. And finally, remember, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing blessing. Thankfully, Thursday, everyone.